Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Kohaloyimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Makahakwadash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the Akim and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, for the best of their ability. This is Achanan Nawaf. It's coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Yeah, and these Edomites are divided, man. Wanted to get off into this article with President Putin of Russia. He says, it says Russia escalates anti-LGBTQIA plus. God damn, boy, adding some letters onto that shit. He escalates the measures with imprisonments, book bans, and declaring LGBTQ movement as terrorists. Golly, boy. And you know, when you look at this is one of the real reasons why NATO or America, these Western countries, this is the real reason why they want his ass out of power. He's not, he's not playing along. He is one of the only Edomite nations that are just not playing along, bro. He's not for that shit. This is a different cut of Edomite right here. And they like, hey, look, dude. This is separation here. We need to be all one when it comes to this type of thing. No, that guy not going. He's not going for it, man. Okay. The increased efforts to suppress LGBTQ plus community is part of a full ban on LGBT activism enacted in 2022 that was built on pre-existing discriminatory laws and prejudices. And where you think all this shit comes from, man? Babylon the Great, man. Babylon the Great is trying to, push and force their nastiness on everyone. And I gotta say, I'm thinking this is probably the only Edomite nation or Edomite country that's maybe it's a few more. Who knows? I haven't heard of any of them really standing out like that, because generally all the other ones are a part of NATO, EU, and all this other bullshit. And they with it. They have actually forced, even though they wasn't with, they just done made it to the point where you gonna accept this shit. Or this guy right here, he's not backing down. Right? It says, turning back to gain a better understanding of where this is coming from, we can look back to 2013 when Russia passed its first law against gay propaganda to protect children. Now, what's so wrong with that, though? And motherfuckers is losing their wig, man. I remember, hey, these Americans, they were losing it. What do you mean protect children? They shouldn't know about, Because see, here in the Americas, motherfuckers sitting down reading books to your kids at school and, a bunch of weirdo shit, and they pretty much made that shit commonplace. Now, there are a few states here, that's not with, of course, the bullshit. But that's all just separation. That's all just division on Esau's, part, so to speak, because they're pretty much overall, they're a nation divided. And the scriptures talks about a nation divided cannot stand. And when we say nation, we mean the so-called white race. No matter what continent they're in, they're divided when they should be actually together. They should be with Putin, because why? They're dying off quicker than they're being born. You would think that these people would be promoting, having children. Why the fuck would you be? Y'all going out the world ass back? Well, they the minority anyway. They just, out here fronting like they're the majority. But from their own data, they're dying off quicker than they're being born. So you think that they would click up and say, hey, you know what? Let's cut the bullshit, man. Let's promote so-called white men and so-called white women getting together. Here you go. This man's whole shit is crushed, man. The divorce rate is through the roof. Them so-called white people, they used to stick it out. There was a time where, even so-called blacks would stick it out, until, he came along with that, the food stamps and Section 8 and shit, and gave the women that, that power. Just when I want, that cool man looked up and he put together know, watching TV while she's preparing dinner. You know, all that little shit like that, man. That shit is gone. These so-called white women will divorce their asses just like quicker than the so-called black, really, in reality. But let's get this real quick. But you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. And that's what I'm telling you. That's one of the real main reasons why they don't like this guy. He's not on board. He's not doing what he's supposed to do in their eyes. Like, what are you doing, man? This is, you know, we're the wicked. We're supposed to do this. Matthew 12:25. And Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, and the true name of the Lord is Yahweh, not no damn Jesus, man. Yahweh. Yah meaning he, Hawashai meaning savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. And the true name of the Father is Yahweh. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning existing one, to exist. See, those are the true names of the Father and Son. You got to get rid of that white Jesus crap, man. The Lord's name is not Jesus. The letter J wasn't even invented then. So of course they couldn't have been calling him Jesus. The letter J was invented in 1524, 500 years ago. So if the Lord walked the earth 2,000 years ago, how could his name possibly be Jesus? And you got these people that say, well, it don't matter. You can call him what you want. All right, we're going to see. Okay, but it says Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. So this is what you're witnessing. That's what's happening to Esau, Edom. They're being brought to desolation, which is destruction, man. Every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So they have a huge separation and infighting problem amongst the nations of the nation of Esau, Edom. That's the biblical name for the so-called white race. Now, one thing they will agree on is keeping you niggas, you know, down. But hey, as a matter of fact, he stepped outside of the borders too when he showed those dark images of the people of the Bible. When he broke out those dark images and started to show the people, like, hey, this is hey, he was going against protocol. He was going against protocol. They like, hey, look, what the fuck are you doing? He's an outcast of Esau, man. He's like the black sheep of the family, man. And this right here, I'm telling you, these Americans, they hate this shit. I was reading in the comment board, and I'm like, damn. They basically saying that you're a terrorist if you agree with them. You're this or that if you agree with Putin. And there's a lot of people in there that agree. But there's a lot of people in there. You already know who's in there that's talking the most shit, though. Okay, so it says, there have already been some consequences for Russians fighting back against the ban, with students like Danila Morozov, 15 days in jail. It says, he's a youth parliament member and was sentenced to 15 days in jail and fined 50,000 rubles for displaying LGBT symbols and sharing posts that allegedly discredited Russian army. Okay, it says banning books for promoting gay relationships. The new expansion of the law has also created a council within the Russian Book Union that will identify and ban books that promote non-traditional sexual relationships. Who's on the council? Though the council is meant to be nominally independent from the larger Russian government, the council is packed with Kremlin loyalists from the Russian military and Orthodox Church. Putin's I'm assuming they're trying to spell anti. They got a word out of place there. LGBTQ plus agenda. It says these members of the council are essentially representatives of Putin's government, which is often characterized by the president's strict anti-LGBT agenda. Popular titles banned. Three of the most popular books that have already been banned are A, Home at the End of the World by Michael Cunningham, Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. That just sounds nasty. and Heritage by, I don't even know none of these books, so ain't no use me naming them off for y'all, man. Article 6.21 of Russia's new code The Council's decision to ban these three famous works stems from Article 6.21 of Russia's Code of Administrative Offenses, which prohibits propaganda that advocates non-traditional relationships. See? More bans to come. In 2022, an independent journalist created a list that identified 250 more books at risk of being banned under the expanded propaganda law. So you done gave them up the hand. You done helped them with the research. Banning the neutral information. Human Rights Watch has spoken out about the new ban and that it stops sharing positive and even neutral information about LGBTQ relationships. Speaking out and showing support outside of Russia. See, outside of Russia, many people are speaking out against the ban and voicing their support for Russia's LGBTQ community, facing the brunt of this backlash. Why aren't you worried about your own country? And America is so fucked up. Y'all can't worry about nothing that's going on nowhere else. You marching and you protesting for all the wrong shit. Here you go. This man, he got sense enough to know that, okay, if we don't have men on woman relationships, the damn race could die off. Here in the Americas, this motherfucker, he's pushing that shit, and he's got abortion centers set up all around the place for your ass to abort in case you do get pregnant. Hey, Esau is a man. This dude, these fucking Babylonians, man. It says connections with Soviet era censorship. One such person is H.I.M, a Russian economic specialist at the London School of Economics who made connections to strict Soviet-era censorship, a special status for Russia. Hahn pointed out that literature has always enjoyed a special status because censorship of books was a very important part of the Soviet regime, and that freedom for writers after the fall of the Soviet Union was enshrined. Literature in high regard. After the fall of the Soviet Union, Russians held literature in a high regard due to the strict censorship laws that had previously prevented citizens from accessing these books. Okay, so it's going off into avoiding book bans, focusing on mass media. Instead of Russian government priority was the censorship of mass media like the internet and television due to its more significant impact on public perception of the LGBTQ community. Increasing censorship. The fact that Russian government is now banning books as well and no longer shows the same concern for repeating the mistake of Soviet censorship is a sign that Putin is growing more strict with his anti-LGBTQ agenda. Okay, and that's pretty much it on that. But hey, man, this is division of in Esau's house, man. And see, Esau is divided in all these countries, but as a whole, they're divided. They can't agree on anything. Now, check out some of these comments. This person says, makes me want to move to Russia. Sounds like he wants his country to flourish instead of decay. See? So somebody agreed to it. Amen to that. And then somebody said, leave. Then somebody said, you leave. So the separation is there, man. You know, everyone on here agreeing with Putin is free to leave. The U.S. doesn't need ignorant human garbage like you. Please take Fat Donnie with you. See, these people believe, see, America is so enshrined in wickedness, they can't really see nothing like this being, on the table, like, and it's not even your country. Like, why don't you, you allow them to run their country the way that they want to run it? Why the fuck are you in their business? And I'm telling you, man, it's one of the real reasons why they don't like Russia. Russia is not playing ball. Russia is not doing what they, what the rest of the Europeans or the so-called white race is doing. And it just shows you how wicked and just, let me keep it classy, man. This person says they're traitors to America. Putin is not our friend. This person says, well, someone got it right. Don't get me wrong. Got nothing against LGBTQ. Well, hey, see, when it comes to the scriptures, you have to be against wickedness. Completely. There's no, well, it's not bothering me. Hey, that's their love. That, it doesn't affect me. Yeah, right, man. You're supposed to be against what the Lord is against. And the Lord is against this particular lifestyle. As a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. The Lord is against this lifestyle, man. The Lord is not with no two dudes doing their thing, man, and two women doing their thing. And it's in the Old Testament and New Testament. Because you'll have some people, oh, but that was the old days. I actually seen a comment where one person was talking about, what year are we living in? You know, like it's 2024 and we should be accepting it. You know, what you know, this is not the ancient day. Well, hey, see, the Ancient of Days, he hasn't changed his mind, man. The Lord is still the same. The Lord hasn't changed, man. This is Leviticus 18 and 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Because there's nothing coming out of it. And that goes off into lust, man. Really, what that is just lust. It's not love. Because the true meaning of love is to keep the Lord's commandments, man. Leviticus 20 and 13, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Hey, this is the scriptures. But you know what, though? They trying to ban the Bible as well. That famine of the word is coming. You got Esau, you know, over there in Israel. You know, they trying to ban parts of the Bible. Then you got these Americans that's into this kind of nastiness. You know, they want to ban the Bible as well. They don't want nothing to do with righteousness, man. That's why the Lord is going to destroy this place in such a serious fashion. And it's going to be beautiful, man. Let's get this word abomination. Let's see here. Let's look up this word abomination. Let's see what it means. Because the Lord sees that as an abomination, man. And you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, see Esau, the so-called white man, he's notorious for making you the mascot for this shit. Y'all better come out of that, man. Because we were given these laws, statutes, and commandments, not no other nations. These other nations, they doing what they do because that's just the spirit that's on them, man, to be wicked as hell. But Esau is the actual wicked. Well, when it came to us, the Lord told us don't do what these other nations are doing, man. The customs of the people are vain. And it's H8441 Ta'aba, I think is what it is. Let's see, though. A disgusting thing. See? It's a disgusting thing, man. It says in ritual sense of unclean food, idols, and mixed marriages. In ethical sense of wickedness, etc. Right? So it's basically a disgusting thing. The Lord didn't design for two men to be, you know, doing the thing, man. That shit is just ugh. You know, trying to keep it classy here. This is a real touchy subject for a lot of people, but let's get this right here, right? Romans chapter 1. For you old, you know, you people that said, well, that was the Old Testament. Well, let's see what the New Testament says. And a lot of these people will tell you they Christians. They actually have churches, man, with these people openly trying to teach the scriptures. Preaching, man. They got LGBTQ churches. I don't get it. I don't see why you would want to even, you know, why not just live your life? What's so important about you, you know, you having trying to make it seem as if you're spiritual? I mean, just go ahead and live. Go ahead and do that shit you're doing it. Romans 1, start at verse 25. It says, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one towards another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. See? So the Lord is not with this, man. Old Testament nor New Testament. I seen this one guy, what's this damn tranny? He ran this guy over, man, and jumped out of the car, kissed him, and then stabbed him like 9 or 10 times, man. Right in broad daylight. Looking crazy as hell. I just seen that story, man. Just bugged the fuck out, man, with all them different spirits on them. Okay, but let's see though. It's pretty much, you know, that's you know, I don't want to keep it long, but you can clearly see the separation in these comments though. Because that person did, I didn't finish reading the comment. It says, well, someone got it right. Don't get me wrong. Got nothing against LGBTQ. Be who you want to be. But y'all don't want rights. Y'all want special privileges. Well, you should be totally against it, man. Ain't no half and half over it. Because if you agree, if you don't see, if you just like, stating a comment like that, that means that you're with what they're doing. You're not denouncing it. You're not, completely getting yourself out of the way of it. Like, look, man, I don't know. Fuck no. Scripture says, let your yea be a yea, your no be a no. You know what I'm saying? Don't be all in between, because this is a double-minded person right here, pretty much. Scripture talks about not being double-minded. This person says, it's sad somehow these people started popping up more and more. Putin isn't messing around. If these people would just shut up and live without forcing their views and stop shoving this lifestyle down everyone else's throat, it wouldn't get to all this shit it causes. I bet 9 out of 10 wouldn't care how you live if you only just stopped doing stupid stuff to draw the attention. Okay. This person says they aren't forcing their views or anything else on anyone. I'll be damned if they're not. You crazy. It's exactly the opposite of that. Putin is forcing his bigoted view on a demographic of his, I guess they're saying, of his population. It's that, if that's okay with you, take your bigoted ass to Russia, comrade. Okay, so see, you got people they mad because of it. Like, they mad like it's affecting them. You're not there. You're not living there. You're living in America where you're free to be a freak. And trust me, America would take all of them. All they got to do is put in for we're being persecuted because of our lifestyle, and America let them right in here. Set them up with apartments, give them fucking money. But now when it comes to the immigrants that's trying to get here because of real shit, they don't want nothing to do with that. But America will, trust me, they will accept every single last one of them with open arms, especially Joe Biden. Your boy Joe Biden will. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he don't go on TV and say, well, hey, you're welcome here. Come on to America. For real. This person says, don't we all have sex with who we want, dress the way we want, and have our own identities as humans? Point is humanity is one. Love is love. See, here you go. There you go. And it is no one else's place to criticize or ban love. People really need to get a grip on their hormones and their emotions and teach their children to do the same for the sake of the world peace. Let's get it together, people. Yeah, right. This is your common Edomite right here. This is why we need our kingdom. You're not gonna have no say in shit in our kingdom. Or that nah, you ain't gonna be able to just be what the fuck you want to be in our kingdom. Trust me on that one. I cannot wait, bro. This person says all the homophobes can move there then. See? These Americans, man. This is how you know this is Babylon the Great. This person says good. So you got pretty much half and half. Hey, it looks like Russia's got one up on us. Yup. Sounds like the Republican Party here in the USA. No, there's a bunch of them Republicans too. They get down. Bunch of them, they probably more than the damn Democrats, if anything. This person says, God bless Russia for standing for morality. This person says, I wonder what they do to straight propaganda. Oh, wait, there's no such thing. This person says, so is it true that a woman's or man's soul could have been born and trapped in a different body? No, it's not. No. Yeah, but basically some of these people, they like, hey man, you're a damn traitor if you believe in what this guy got going on. Meanwhile, in America, American protesters are committing treason by supporting this kind of thinking, see? And oppressive laws. A terrorist is a terrorist. Putin and Hamas are the terrorists. Hey, man. But it shows you the fall of Esau, man. So let me end out there. I love it, man. I say keep that shit on up. Keep it popping so we can get the fuck out of here. Because all these things got to happen. This type of division, this type of setup, the Lord is setting it all up to crash, man. Ecclesiasticus 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And you're witnessing the fall of your enemy. Because again, Esau need to be thinking about having some damn children. But here you go. This man fights for shit like this, and he fights hard as hell for abortions. And see, all that stuff, see, they see, it was really for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to fall to. But now it's hitting their asses over the head, and they don't know what to do now. Because see, Esau, matter of fact, see, the people, if this place was to just go on, let's say another 50, 100 years or whatever, Esau's ass will be out of here anyway. Because first off, again, he's got a fucking abortion clinic on every damn corner in America. Or at least here. I'm not sure what it's like in all their other countries. I'm sure they got it in some of those other countries as well. But the Americas, hey man, they you can abort the kid, which you know kills off your population. You got drug and suicide problems here. You know, people are dying from all that kinds of shit. Then you got Esau. He basically, he makes it unaffordable to actually even live. So the average so-called white couple, they don't want nothing to do with no children, man, because they understand that shit, we can barely pay rent. We can barely put groceries on the table for just the two of them, Let's all bring some kids into the mix. So this man has completely destroyed being fruitful and multiplying, like the Lord said. He's totally against the scriptures, man. And he's the first one to pick up the damn Bible and get to talking about how spiritual they are, how religious they are. You got all these people out here that celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, Christians, that's done had all kinds of abortions, bro. Like, come on, man. Anyway, let me get one more too. Because Esau, man, y'all done put y'all hands on the scriptures, that made the world think that y'all this super religious ass people, and y'all the most wickedest thing happening, man. That's that Psalm 64:8. No, that's not what I wanted. Salakia. Yeah, Salakia. I wanted Psalms 50:16. It says, but unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? See, this is what Esau done. He put his hands on the Bible. He gave you whitewashed every damn thing, gave you a picture of white Jesus, told you about how much he loves you, that he's coming to save everybody. But in the meanwhile, this man's got all kinds of wicked ass laws, all kinds of wicked ass decrees. He'll have you come to the courtroom and actually have you swear in on the Bible. Put your hand on the Bible, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. And this motherfucker is just wicked as hell. The judges, the lawyers, the damn police officers, they're all corrupt and treasonous. They don't even uphold the Constitution. They don't uphold the law. Hitting people over the head with all kinds of fines. The damn prisons are all filled up. And that's really because there's just no real rule and law in this place, man. People out here doing all kinds of heinous shit, getting a slap on the wrist, especially Esau. This man is getting, he can embezzle $300 billion and motherfucker get like house arrest or some shit. Motherfucker can shoot up a school. You know what I'm saying? And just, he gets to live. He shoots up these spots and he comes out unscathed. I ain't ever heard of one of these people getting shot and killed, man, by the police after they done sprayed up a place. But here you go, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, hands up, getting shot all in the back and shit. You can clearly see he has nothing. This motherfucker, he got an assault rifle. He's got a damn 12 gauge. You know, he's got a couple of different handguns on his hip. He's all vested up, showing his slings on a damn Progo, and he comes out unscathed. They all, you know, trying to keep him from bumping his head while they, you know, putting him in the backseat of the squad car. They want to make sure that he's okay. I'm telling you, man, hey, you gotta love it though, man. You have to love the fact that this place is falling. And we praying for more of it, man. So bring it on. Y'all quit playing, Esau. Go ahead and bring it on, man. And see, they think that that's something. They have no idea that Russia gonna play a real big part in this place being fucking destroyed, man. That's what they should be worried about. But hey, it's nothing that they can do about it anyway, because it's prophecy. But anyway, man, I'm gonna end out there. I just thought this was, you know, very, very interesting, because they hate this shit. These Americans, these damn Edomites here, they like, They like, nah, man, you messing up. You know, what the fuck you doing, Putin? Get on board. They trying to make this guy get on board, man. he ain't having it, man. But anyway, with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala.